classes, for university level students. So when you think about all of that, I sew. I sit there at the sewing machine and create and sew. So
Wow.
when you're doing reality, you're portraying the aspects of different parts of your life, or maybe it's only highlighting one little aspect of the transition between one to the other. But
Mm.
it doesn't mean it's what identifies who I am. There's so many different components, right? And
Hmm.
if you're doing a teacher's television show, then I could be highlighted as a professor. If you're doing a designer's television show, then I'm highlighted as a designer. But in real life, people trust me. In real life, people put me in positions in order for me to be able to translate. Like you're saying, you wouldn't trust Jax if he was a real estate agent or anything else because this is what you know of him. But and that's the transition. You have to be authentic. And if that's your authenticity, I don't know what kind of a job you're
But how many
able
chances are
to
you
get.
going to blow? Like,
That's
how
true.
many chances are you going to blow?
It's like getting fired at a job. How many times can you get fired at like doing the same thing? It's like you got to learn something from it at one point.
This is why I work for myself. I mean, I get fired all the time. I am not an employee. No offense to people that are employees. I am not one. I Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm am not. a horrible employee. You can't tell
Oh,
me
you
what
don't
to
like
do.
to play with others either, David. You've got a long list of dead bodies everywhere.
Tons of dead bodies. Tons. There are tons of dead bodies. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, you talk about authentic and speaking the truth. I just speak the truth. I mean, people can't handle the truth. Wasn't it Jack Nicholson who said that?
Yes.
There
But
you go.
but here's the thing. I don't know if they can't handle the truth. Sometimes people aren't ready to acknowledge it from a friend.
Hmm.
And that's different than handling the truth. Everyone knows who they are. They know
Do
that
they?
they do. They do. They very much do. You know you can't work with other people. You
Correct.
know about
I'm a very self-aware person, but are
Yeah, but
others?
but if you heard it from your friend to tell you off, you're going to get triggered because you're like, you're my friend. You're supposed to support me, not tell me off.
No, I actually I'm okay with being told off.
Because
I
you're
that everybody may know themselves,
because you're ready for a fight.
but I also think that people really like to, some people don't want to admit what
Yeah.
they truly are.
Yeah,
Well, okay.
that's
You
fine.
take like this woman. You might have heard of her. I look. Oh,
Who?
I
Tell
hate to. You guys. I don't want to be mean, and I don't like using the same examples. You take this woman in the OC, your favorite franchise. This woman, Vicki Gunvalson. Okay, she we have situations where she's like a mean girl on camera. There was this situation, this clip resurfaced. I talked about this already, where she's like her and Tamara left Gretchen on some trip, and Gretchen was very upset, and Vicky's like laughing about it because she's in the cool crowd. And this Vicky, she talks shit about so many people in the housewives world, and yet then she's like, well, is this inspiring? Is this show inspire? Like Vicky has no clue of who she is at 75 years old. No clue. So I disagree with you that everybody knows who they are. I think that's one of the greatest things about me, not that it's about me, that I do know who I am and I'm willing to admit all my faults.
Again, I think
I'm
not
a
that
nightmare to
we
work with.
are.
I am a
They don't
nightmare
want
if
to.
we're in business together. I get
Maybe
it.
maybe she doesn't want to face who she is. She does not want to accept the responsibility of making the corrective change to be able to get to where she needs to go next. See, some people, they can be in a really, really bad relationship and they feel that that's the only relationship they can be in because there's no other way out for them. They don't realize that there is other opportunities. There are
Don't
other
you feel
ways
like
for you to be able to find your way back to yourself.
don't you feel like some of these women have their housewives persona and then they have their
The
other
real,
persona?
real persona.
I do. You do? I mean,
I
I'm not sure Vicky's one of them though, but you do? You think that they're like a heightened version of themselves and then they go back to
Yeah, because I feel like
normalcy.
they know what the assignment is and they want to get paid for that assignment and they know how to work that assignment, but that's not really necessarily who they are in real life. We know many of them that
Many, I agree. There are many like that. I agree, but there are many that aren't.
But here's the difference.
true.
Maybe we can't compare us because we have genuine relationships, we
Yeah,
have genuine friendships, and the loyalty and the friendship means more to me because of the worlds we come from than
sure.
the Housewife franchise, then the Vanderpump franchise, then Bravo, TLC, Lifetime. We've done multiple shows. We know people across the board on television. And I'm not talking about reality. We hang out with celebrities, which I consider that doing the craft. They're a movie star, they're a television series star. They're not a reality star. They're not just being, I'm going to pull up your weave, I'm going to expose your husband cheating on somebody. Those are soap opera dramas that they've taken into real life considerations.
Right.
So we know these real life people. And when you get to know them and they come into your space or you're at their home and you're hanging out intimately, there's a guard that they release because they know that it's not going to go anywhere. They know they can be themselves, their true essence of
Yeah.
who they are. But then when they're on set with me, as an example, and I'm a costumer and I'm doing my job, my responsibility, and their character is whatever it is, I have to give them that space in order for them to find their performance art to be able to do what they need to do. And I think that's
I get
the
it, but
dynamic
I
difference.
get it, but I think the difference is
Yeah.
you're working with scripted actors and they are supposed to be real reality, real people. Reality is supposed to be real people. But I think some of them have these personas that they are not like that in real life
Yeah, they're
because
not.
we personally know that they are not.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with that. I mean, I've been in that situation. I've had many celebrities on this podcast. When you come on this podcast, I'm driving the bus. I have questions for you. I'm going to back you into a corner. You're a real celebrity, and I'm going to get what I need. But then I'll go to your movie premiere and be a total fangirl because now tonight's all about you. I get it. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of them I get it. I think a lot of them do the fighting and they know how it works and they're good at the job. But I definitely think a lot of them are not, and they blur the lines the longer they are on the show. And I do think the younger, I can't even say kids because you look at like Sheena, she's like basically 40.
40.
So, but I think that genre that are younger, they're just better at it. They are better at it. I think they are great at this is the job, and now we're stepping away more
But they
than
know
the
how to,
housewives.
so they know how to turn off their emotional
I
uh,
think so.
volume and they like turn it down completely so that they're just performing. And so it's fake. It's not real.
Although Lala and Sheena are in a real fight now, and Sheena is not on a show getting a paycheck, and Lala is maybe a cast member on The Valley and now fighting with someone who's not even on the damn show. So I guess everything I just said is out the window because these are two people that aren't turning it off, and there is no damn show. Vanderpump Rules is over, Sheena. Sorry, Lala. It's over. No need to fight. There's no show. There's
What do you
no
think?
paycheck.
What have you heard about the new Vanderpump?
Well, at BravoCon, we're watching the whole thing.
I heard.
The queen herself will be there to introduce it, and we're all going to sit and we're all going to watch. And look,
Is it the premiere, right? The premiere episode they're
I
running of
think it's the
BravoCon?
first episode. Yeah, that's my understanding. We're going to get a trailer for Beverly Hills, but
Yeah.
we're going to get the first episode. I mean, look, I have to say, I am very cautiously optimistic. Like, I'm willing to accept it with open arms. There will be no Stassi, there will be no Jax, there will be no Kristen. Let's rip the band-aid off. These are new people. Let's
Right.
not compare them. Maybe, Next Gen was a huge hit with the younger crowd. These are going to be 20 somethings that really are want to be